Disclaimer, my readings are not for the faint of heart. Must have thick skin.
Hey guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or a message for you. And this week is categories. So in this deck we have messages of love. If you're needing a love message, then your story should be here in deck number 1. Or if you are concerned about your career and or finances, then deck number 2 is for you. Deck number 2 for career and finances. And if you're just open to whatever messages there are from your higher self, from spirit, then deck number 3 is for you. Open messages. All right. So we will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Oop, let me not get them mixed up. All right, we have the Magician, the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Star, overall energy, Knight of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so I feel that there could be a situation in which someone has everything that they wanted in life except for the love part. There may be someone who has, the money, the car, the home, all the material security, but they haven't found their person yet. And, I just kind of feel like this is about looking for their person or ready to meet their person. It also could represent you, like maybe you feel like, okay, I'm in a position now where I've established everything in life for myself. Now I'm looking for someone to share this with. I do feel like there is someone coming forward, and I see, both something good and bad. It could either be both situations or, one or the other, but whoever is coming forward, this person is coming off as the Magician. So they could just be someone who's very charming. They also are, I would say, very creative. And this person maybe could be like a very good business person because they have like a lot of irons in the fire. One minute they're doing this, the next minute they're doing that. Maybe they're a jack of all trades. Maybe they're an entertainer, performer, or maybe this person is an influencer or content creator. So this could be someone who is just, a very good business person. But the shadow side is that whoever is coming forward may be someone who plays mind games, who's very good at gaslighting or deflecting, someone who is very unserious. Maybe you can't take this person too seriously. You don't really know who you're going to get. Maybe this is someone who has just like multiple personalities. One minute they're very serious, one minute they're very playful. It's normal, to have like a mixture of personalities, but something about their character just really seems like you don't know what you're going to get. You're like, okay, like this is a stark contrast of who you were yesterday. So you could be dealing with someone who's just, they have many faces. And I always see this as a bit of a warning if you are talking to someone online, internet dating, whatever, because I feel like this could definitely be some sort of catfishing. Somebody just feeding you a fantasy. And you don't know if it's going to come true or not. Maybe this person is just like creating this whole story, this beautiful narrative of their life and what it's going to be like with you and them. Something could very well be a facade, and they're just kind of like creating this whole image on social media. And so you don't know who you're actually talking to. It could be that. That is the potential negative side. But going back on a positive note, it could be someone who is very recognized on social media. Maybe they're always sharing like a lot of spiritual guidance or spiritual information. This could be someone who talks about a lot of metaphysical things, magic, sorcery, alchemy. You just might be dealing with a very heavy-minded person. I would think this person has strong Gemini qualities. I would say Gemini and Aquarius energy, but they also could be a water sign. I feel like this person is also very romantic. I feel like they're a great storyteller. Even if they're not on social media, like when you interact with this person, you talk with them, I feel like they're a very good storyteller, very entertaining. They give you a good vision of, whatever it is that they're talking about. Like you can see it playing out in your mind. And maybe there is something even kind of hypnotic about this person's personality. And it's like, oh my God, why do I feel like I'm just kind of like getting lost in this person's voice or lost in this person's character, just the way they tell stories. I feel like, as someone that is very hypnotic, or you find them very hypnotic or alluring. And I do feel like this person also maybe comes off as a mind reader. Or maybe the connection between the two of you is coming off as telepathic, where it just really seems like you're able to communicate with each other telepathically. And, you think about them, you dream about them, and this is the way you guys communicate with each other. Or you just kind of channel them or think of their name and then they're reaching out to you, or vice versa. Now, another partial warning is that sometimes it can indicate that this person is like they have a family, but they're presenting themselves to be like a single person. But they have like a whole nother relationship going on, and they're selling you, the romantic side. Maybe they're staying in a relationship out of obligation, but when they're with you, it's all about fantasy and romance and things of that nature. You could potentially be dealing with someone who's living two completely different lives, and you wouldn't know it because of how good they are at what they do. They're a very good distractor. So yeah, there's highs and lows to this. Now, I didn't mention, but it also could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. Also could be dealing with someone from the ages of 20, like in their 20s to late 30s. If they're older than that, then they have a very youthful spirit. I do feel, though, that either way, whoever you're dealing with romantically, this person is going to inspire you. And I feel like they're going to have you thinking outside of the box, thinking about things you never would have thought about. Just, they're expanding your consciousness, your mind. they also might bring out a side of you that is very humanitarian-like, very generous, very loving. Not saying that you weren't that way, but it's like maybe being around this person, they make you want to give more. If you are single, you're just not dealing with anybody, it still kind of seems like maybe you're manifesting someone, and this could be you just kind of like working your manifestation magic and trying to create that dream person. And with the star here, that is always that reminder that maybe there's going to be some sort of wish fulfillment happening, and you're about to receive some sort of gift, or at least receive some sort of sign from the universe that your prayers have been received.
Yeah, you could be dealing with someone that works in media. Definitely seems like someone who could be very influential. So someone is very good at covering up their emotions.
Someone could be going through something really heavy, very transformative, but they're very good at disguising that. Also, if you get involved with someone, you want to make sure that, you want to know what this person's intentions are. You want to make sure that you aren't just like a distraction for their sadness. And it also could be you, like, especially if you are going through something, and you're just needing to make sure that you're not looking for a relationship as a filler. Make sure you're looking for a relationship because you are truly ready for one. You're in a healthy position. I'm also seeing that there's a strong possibility of someone's ex coming forward. And I feel like maybe this person still misses you. Yeah. Strong possibility of an ex coming forward. Maybe you disconnected from this person, or you haven't heard from this person in a while. But I feel like you are needing to understand someone's intentions.
So there could be, hang on. There could be a fire sign who is
ready for commitment or thinking about commitment. Somebody might be coming off like, I'm young, but I'm ready. Like, I'm young, but I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready for marriage. Like, somebody might be young and maybe you don't believe this person. Maybe they also just don't seem like the type. That's why I say it might be someone with an old soul. If they're, well, this person, it seems like they could have like an old soul, even if they're young.
I feel too like maybe somebody is trying to creatively express themselves.
All right, so there could be some sort of an opportunity that comes up for you that I feel like you're going to play it by ear. If someone does come into your life and they're flirty and, they're playing around, you might be resistant initially because maybe you feel like there's too big of an age gap. Or maybe you're like, I don't know what this person wants. Maybe they're only, not wanting anything serious. And I feel like you're still going to play it by ear, even if you're a little suspicious of someone's intentions, especially with being like a hopeless romantic. If this person lives at a distance, there's a strong possibility that they're coming to visit you or they want you to come and visit them. And then it looks like somebody is kind of like just putting their feelers out there, trying to test the water. It's like, okay, let me kind of see like what the energy is if I put this out there. And if the energy seems favorable, if you seem to reciprocate what they're offering, then they're going to want to kind of take things a little further. I'm getting something about travel or a trip. Maybe this is going to start off as a long distance relationship. And it also looks like someone is offering to pay for something. They're like, I'll fly you out, or, come here where I am. So somebody might be enticing you to come visit them, especially, like I said, if they do come from wealth or they have like a substantial amount of money, security, and they are some sort of an entertainer or influencer. And I kind of feel like this person is going to want to bring you out to where they are. So if you are just completely single and not dealing with anybody, you might just be experiencing some sort of spiritual connection with someone. Maybe someone's visiting you more so in dreams. Something has you just kind of having to observe the situation, having you to really look within. I feel like you're trying to understand something about yourself, realizing the things that you want or don't want out of a partnership. It just seems like you're doing some sort of soul searching. Like I said, when there's something about connecting with this person makes you want to understand metaphysical things and spiritual things more and more. They're opening up a different side of you. I feel like this person is inspiring you to learn about telepathy. Now, you also could be recognizing that someone is trying to communicate with you telepathically, but you're ignoring them, and they're waiting for you to respond, or they're like, how come they aren't responding to my telepathic messages? I don't know too. It kind of feels like someone questioning whether or not, or why they were rejected as well, or why is something unrequited. Another thing that could be going on is that someone is torn. Maybe you're torn between two people and you're looking for some sort of fulfillment. You're not finding it in one person, but maybe you're finding it in another. Something maybe also has you looking more into astrology. As far as the things that you've been praying for, it just kind of looks like the universe is giving this to you. The universe is kind of like, this is what you deserve. Here are your blessings. Here are the gifts that you're receiving from us. So at some point it seems like the universe is giving you so many blessings in abundance here. You also might decide that you're going to hold off on a relationship and wait patiently for someone that you've been praying for. If it's not someone specific, maybe it's just certain qualities that you're wanting, and you're like, okay, I'm flattered that this person's interested in me or flirting with me, but I think I'm going to hold out for this other person. And so I feel like you're going to, even if you have options, there's maybe only one person you truly want to be with. Yep. You truly believe this person is your soulmate. And I do feel that at some point, this person is going to be sent to you or returned to you if it's somebody from the past. If there's somebody from the past that you really, really love, I know majority of my viewers don't like the past people, but some of you out there do. And if there is someone that you are really anticipating or longing for, I feel like the universe is going to bring the two of you together. But, you know, it's like you're having to just hold out. And it seems like that's what you also come to realize. You're like, I think this is what I need. Oh. All right, so let's move on to deck number 2. All right, career and finances. You have the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, overall energy, the Lovers, the Hermit, and the King of Swords. All right, so something in regards to your career or financial life, it seems like maybe you're at a crossroads. I feel like you've also been trying to understand your path or the purpose that you have. I feel like you've definitely had to go within and seek guidance or answers, but it also looks like something has been reflecting out, or like you've been reflecting something out into the universe, and now the universe is kind of like showing you something. Something is being highlighted for you. Maybe there's something about love, literal love, that is significant to your career. Either you're definitely needing to do things that you love from the heart, things that you're passionate about, or you really like dealing with things that deal with love and relationships. Maybe that is part of your path, is dealing with, love and relationships. I don't know if you want to play a matchmaker, or if you like to talk about love as an influencer. But yeah, it seems like maybe you're going to be at a crossroads when it comes to career. You also might be at a point where you can either go in one direction or another direction. Maybe you're torn between two jobs, or torn between working for yourself and working, a 9 to 5. But it does seem like either way you are at a crossroads. I'm not seeing any significant changes when it comes to your finances. It's looking like things are maybe kind of the same or stagnant. But even though things are stagnant, you are having fun or finding some sort of happiness or fulfillment in what you're doing. And if you were dealing with a situation where you were like, should I stay or should I go? It does look like you're staying put for the time being. It could be that you're having to be patient. Okay, I don't know if you are political or if you like talking about politics, but something about, or if this just has to do with your career, but I'm getting something in regards to Trump. I don't know what exactly, but I'm getting something in regards to Trump, especially too with this Gemini energy and this air energy. So I don't know if your path has something to do with him. And if it does, it seems like you are having fun. And I'm not necessarily saying like you're for him or against him, just more so like something about your career path might have to do with him. Hope that makes sense to somebody. Now, I feel like career, again, is coming off as emotionally fulfilling, even if not necessarily financially. You also might consider having some sort of family business, or starting a family business, or maybe you already have a family business and you're staying with the family, or you and your family are working together to create some sort of happiness together. I feel like this is also dealing with the moon, or like a lot of moon energy, and the moon can correspond to the mother, family, eating, silver. And then two, maybe you're considering making some sort of investment. If you're torn about something, some sort of investment, again, maybe that has something to do with like Trump, or maybe something has to do with cryptocurrency. Initially, I feel like you're being told to do what you love, do what you find joy in. Now, also something about your career could be a secret. Yeah, something about your career could be a secret, or maybe you're very private about what you do or what you're interested in. Maybe you're also keeping something from your family, or maybe you do something that deals with fantasies and illusions. I mean, honestly, maybe someone is into some sort of adult entertainment, or is considering that, but they're just kind of like keeping it secret. Or maybe you and your partner are just like, hey, we should do stuff for money on camera, and maybe you and your partner have decided to turn your private bedroom life into money. Yeah, because your career definitely seems like it could have something to do with fantasy, illusions, and love. You also could be making some sort of agreement with your friends. I also want to say your career could have something to do with communication or gossiping, because it seems like somebody knows all the secrets, somebody knows all the tea. So I don't know if you have like a gossip type blog, or yeah, anything dealing with something a little taboo or juicy, or relationships. I'm getting a lot of relationship vibes for career and finances. Maybe that's where you need to be looking. And especially as a tip, like, you might want to look and see where your second Lord is placed using whole sign astrologies. Like, what is the planet that rules your second house? And then where is that planet sitting? Is it sitting in a seventh house? Because if it's sitting in the seventh house, definitely could be talking about relationships. Or maybe it's sitting in the fourth house where it's talking about family. Even the third house represents cousins and siblings. So, maybe you're really, the way you make money, you should look and see where the second house Lord is sitting. So your money also could have to do with Capricorn, or any air sign. Also could be with the Taurus or Virgo as well. You might be creating something in secret, and you're getting ready to reveal whatever it is that you've been working on. It seems like something maybe starts off in private. And you definitely could be doing something that has to do with content creation or influence. Now, it also looks like maybe someone could be gatekeeping. Either someone is gatekeeping some sort of lucrative financial information from you, or you are the one that's gatekeeping. You also may be considering investing something with your family, like you guys invest in some sort of property. I feel like someone also maybe needs to live with their family so that they can save their money. So another thing I'm kind of getting is that this is supposed to be about your career and finances, but maybe somehow your love life is tied into this. Yeah, because I'm getting a lot of heavy love energy. So maybe somehow your love life is intertwined with your career, especially if this is an established relationship and you and your partner are talking about doing some things for money. It's like, look, we can do this and we can do this for money together. And, you know, even if it's not taboo, just something about you and your love interests, you know, working together. And it seems like there's going to be some sort of agreement made between parties. Like, let's negotiate. Okay, we agree on this. Okay, it's a go. And I do feel like there's going to be some sort of happy agreements being made between parties. And then, like I said, if you are thinking about doing some sort of matchmaking service, it just seems like maybe that is something for you. You also might feel the need to protect your family. Something feels like you're trying to preserve or protect your family. It also could indicate that whatever it is that you're working on, like I said, you're having to keep it private or secret. You're like, I don't want to talk about it yet, but when it happens, I'll share with everybody. Certain things also could have been revealed to you in a dream. Maybe your dreams are trying to tell you something about the future of your career. Also, if you do work as an influencer or content creator, I feel like you're needing to allow yourself to be vulnerable. If initially you felt like you were being blocked, it does look like that blockage is going to be removed. You could have had dreams about being rich, like literal dreams. I feel like your ancestors could be trying to come through to you or trying to give you some sort of guidance or advice. And again, like this is supposed to be about career, but I also kind of feel like this is talking about some sort of taboo love situation where there's an affair going on, or is something about family secrets or something that runs in a family. It just seems like there are taboo elements to this for whatever reason. It does feel like somebody is trying to guard or protect their family. And I don't know, maybe you are into filmmaking or making documentaries and things of that nature. I feel like this is all about creativity, whether it's music, film, acting, or like opening up a restaurant. It just seems like your career, you have to be emotionally connected with your career. And it's funny, my mind is going to, and I don't know if this, has to do with anybody that's watching this, but usually that's how messages come to me. It's like I'll see like images of like movies or shows that I've watched. And I get emotional sometimes when I see like a movie because it feels like I'm just like channel surfing. And it's like, oh, I don't know what to watch. I don't really care. And then it's like, I'll put something on and I end up crying and getting emotional because I'd be like, see, I knew God be talking to me through movies and stuff, because it really does feel like when I watch certain things, that's how God is talking to me. Or giving me some sort of guidance or confirmation. And I was saying that, I don't know why I said that, but I was trying to talk about the Selena documentary that I had recently watched. And I've always been kind of like fascinated with her, like the same way as Aaliyah. Like, I didn't really listen to her music, but something about her spirit just felt like, oh my God, like I felt that, like her life, something about her spirit just seems very loving. And so the documentary like opened up like old memories of that time when Selena had first came out and all that stuff. And I was like going down like a little bit of a rabbit hole and people talking about her family and like these secrets coming out, and things being revealed. I don't know what this has to do with your career. I guess again, it's making me think about like documentary or something tied into your family. I don't know if you're wanting to write a book about your family secrets. If so, I feel like this is like confirmation that yes, you should go the creative path, or you should do the things that you've been fantasizing about or daydreaming about, or you had a dream or somebody came to you in a dream and told you to do this, then yes, that's what you should do. So yeah, I kind of feel like, this is all about your passion and love related things and family. Now, it does look like somebody feels like they can't talk about something. They can't talk about some sort of secret just yet. I feel like you're also needing to think outside the box. I don't know for how many people, but I really feel like this career part is confirmation for somebody, or it will be, or maybe it's going to make sense. And you're like, oh my God, this is what that reading meant, because it seems like something is all coming together, or everything is coming to full circle. And I just feel like at the end of the day, you're going to be happy and celebrating something as it pertains to your career life because you're emotionally fulfilled and dealing with people who share your same hopes and dreams. You could be doing some sort of a podcast with friends, talking about things, or maybe you're having doing a podcast with family, or you're like, you know, we should do this together. We should, and everybody's like, this is a great idea, and I just feel like people are happy. I feel like somebody's gonna have like an aha moment. It also could be that someone has like a unique situation and decides to document it. Like maybe somebody is in a polyamorous relationship, especially like a female with two guys, and kind of feels like, you know what, we should just go ahead and document our story, or you know, this would make good for views, you know, good for whatever. And so because you have such a unique love life, you know, you decide to make a profit on it, especially you're like, I don't know what else to do, you know. So yeah, definitely could be doing that. All right, let's see what messages there are from deck number 3. Open messages. All right, you have the 8 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the Ace of Coins, the 9 of Coins, the Ace of Cups, overall energy, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. All right, so I feel like you are being guided. I feel like you're receiving some sort of encouragement from the universe. Maybe you've been seeing like a lot of signs. Also, maybe there's something that you did and, you know, something's starting to happen really fast, whether it's a relationship or, you know, just something. It seems like things started taking off really fast and you were really happy about whatever this is going on. There could be a lot of things going on in your life. There's some transformative things happening. So because of that, I still feel like you're having to deal with a little bit of sadness, or you're having to let something go. But as you move on or let go, you're headed towards, you know, abundance and fulfillment. Something might be giving you security. Maybe there is some sort of opportunity that opens up for you because you walked away from something, but it's like this opportunity wouldn't have happened had you not let go of something first. So because you let go of something, you're being blessed with something new. I hate to say replace, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's like all is not lost. You know, this is to give you in exchange for what you had to let go of or walk away from. And I feel like you're headed towards some sort of financial stability or financial independence. But at the same time, you know, I feel like you're enjoying, you know, love or enjoying some sort of fulfillment here. This is a lot of self-love that I feel like you're focusing on, nurturing yourself, investing into yourself. I feel like you're having some sort of proud moment. I feel like you're headed towards new beginnings. You also could be making new friends or dating. Maybe, especially if you were feeling lonely, this can also represent you leaving behind a period of loneliness and going into a period of socializing or networking, dating. And also, if you were lonely, I feel like even if you are still by yourself, it's not lonely. It's like a happy, it's happiness. It's a celebration of yourself. And maybe you are going to feel celebrated or admired in some way, shape, or form. It seems like even though you have comfort from people you care about, or at least one person that you care about, you're still really able to just like focus on you and love yourself. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy having time alone, but it does seem like you're being admired or appreciated in some way. It also could be that people are coming together to celebrate you. Yeah, for the most part, though, it seems like you're dealing with something that is very transformative. I feel like things are about to start happening very quickly for you, or things are unfolding very quickly. You're going to be happy about the action that you decided to take because good results are coming back from a decision that you made. There's also the possibility of receiving like a windfall of money. I see you reinvesting into yourself. You might find yourself very expressive as well. If you are a writer, you could be writing some sort of a book. If you're not writing, maybe you're more so being expressive in a vocal way, but I'm seeing like a lot of communication and expressing oneself. You could be seeing synchronicities of 88s or 8s and 9s as confirmation. Now, initially, if you felt like something was missing in your life, that's okay. I feel like you're going to find it. Also, if you are lonely or sad about something, you might be trying to cover it up, or maybe you're deflecting. Maybe you're trying to fake it until you make it. It also looks like you are channeling. You're channeling, or you're using the gifts that you have, or you're using your situation that you're going through and not channeling, you're transmuting. I feel like you're transmuting a situation into something else. You're making lemonade out of lemons. You're making the best out of the cards that were dealt to you. you're like, I don't have this or I don't have that, but let me work my magic and I'm going to create something. I'm going to create something for myself. I feel like somebody also could be hiding something from you. Or somebody is avoiding you. There's a possibility that one of your friends is avoiding you, or somebody that you were dating. I feel that someone has been keeping tabs on you. Maybe this is somebody that you decided to friend zone, but I feel like this person is still lurking or keeping tabs, and I feel like this person misses you. I feel like somebody's been covering up their emotional anxiety. All right, now in a love situation, it kind of looks like there is some deception going on. Somebody may have you caught up in some sort of love triangle or an affair, or maybe this is your situation. I feel like somebody was looking for happiness that they couldn't find in their relationship, but they're finding it in a third party situation. Aside from a love situation, it's something that I feel like you're deciding to do with your money. Somebody might decide that they're going to go on vacation. They're going to treat themselves to a vacation. They're like, I need this me time. Even if it's like some sort of staycation. Like maybe you like to go and stay in hotels by yourself. But I feel like somebody is deciding that they're going to treat themselves to some sort of a trip. It's possible that somebody is wanting to go on a cruise. Yeah. All right, so again, I'm just seeing you kind of focusing on yourself and being happy for yourself. You also might feel like you're being admired, honored, appreciated, or recognized for like a lot of hard work. If you were in some sort of relationship that has run its course, maybe that could be the thing too that you're walking away from. Like, it's sad, but at the same time you feel like this relationship is complete. Like, I've done all that I could do. I feel that you are completing something soon. Yeah, it looks like you're completing something. You've done the work, or you fulfill some sort of task. And again, something is looking like vacation. You also could be getting ready to release something now that it's complete. Maybe you were working on a book and you completed it, you're ready to release it. Something seems bittersweet. It's like, even though you're headed towards fulfillment, it still means letting something go. In a love situation, I kind of feel like somebody is letting their guards down and opening up and just saying that I love you. Maybe somebody is saying I love you for the first time. It also kind of looks like somebody is showing up from the past and they're revealing how much they love you. If this is someone who's no longer here, I feel like this person is saying I'm proud of you and I love you. It looks like someone is still holding on to their love for another person. And this also might relate to the saying, if you love someone and they're for you, let them go. If they're for you and they'll return, whatever that saying is. I kind of feel like something like that could be happening. Also, if there was something going on where you feel like you gave up your independence, I feel like your independence is being returned to you, or your independence is being restored. Yeah. But ultimately, I just kind of feel like you could be going through some sort of transformation where maybe you had to undergo a period of darkness and you're going to come out okay. I feel like if you were feeling like you were dealing with some sort of a void or some sort of emptiness in your life, you are going to find that fulfillment. You are going to find your purpose. All right, so hopefully this helps. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.